Morning. It's Wednesday morning. It's a cracking day outside. This morning I'm going to do my very first photography tips. Hopefully people will become interested and watch it and share it and all the rest of it. So I'm going to kick that off now. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. So I'm excited to be able to bring to you some photography tips. So obviously, having been a professional photographer for so many years, I'd like to think I know a little bit about photography, just a little bit. So hopefully I can provide some value for people that are tuning in and watching and they're thinking that they might like to dabble in a bit of photography, whether or not they might go on to become a professional photographer or just want to take better photographs of family members or the things that surround them. So let's start off with probably the main question, or the number one question that I get asked by random people and friends and family and everyone else, but it's probably the most often asked question that I get, and that is, what sort of camera should I buy? It's one of those questions. Obviously, I think people ask someone that's a photographer because they want an easy answer. Unfortunately, there's probably no easy answer. The market these days is wide open with all sorts of different cameras. So when somebody asks me that question, I normally retort with questions of my own. So the things to consider, first of all, is budget. So if you have an unlimited budget, well, then there are cameras you can buy out there that are absolutely unbelievable, that give you 100 megapixels, that will do anything. Okay, so first of all, you've got to work out, how much do I want to spend? What's my budget? So the next thing you've got to ask yourself, well then, what am I going to use it for? If you just want to take nice photos of the kids, well then you've probably got a really good camera in your handbag or in your pocket right now, and that's your iPhone or your smartphone camera. I've got a Galaxy S5 or something. It's 15 megapixels. Like, you know, I shot for many years as a professional on a 12 megapixel camera. So obviously it had some bells and whistles, but 15 megapixels, like you can blow them up and put them on billboards. They're amazing, and the quality is unbelievable. So don't discount your smartphone. So if you're just wanting to do really basic stuff, then maybe you've got your smartphone. Now, I did this vlog. I started this vlog with my S7, and I used to do it on my smartphone. You were traveling a little bit further afield, you wanted to document a trip overseas, you probably want something that has maybe adjustable shutter speeds, adjustable f-stops, a few more functions that will allow you to make adjustments in tricky type of lighting situations. So keeping in mind that taking a photograph, it's all about light. That's it. That's all it is. It's light. All you're doing is recording light. An image is just the differences in the different lights across a given surface. When you step up to a more robust pocket camera, probably not an Instamatic, but a more pocket camera, you're probably going to jump up a little bit in price. You can go anywhere from $100 up to $700. Now I'm shooting this on a Canon, what's it called? A Canon SX60. So it's not a DSLR because you can't change your lens, but that'd be your next step. And then obviously the next step after that is your DSLR, where you change the lenses and depending on what you're shooting. So obviously each step there's a big price jump, or can be a big price jump. So price plays a part in anything we purchase, whether it's a car or a house or whatever. I'd love to be able to go and buy a Lamborghini, but I'm not going to be able to. So and it no different with cameras. You know, I'd love to be able to purchase the top of the range camera for, you know, 20, 30, 40 grand. But I can't. It's not practical for my business. It's not going to be worth my while. So so there you go. A couple of tips. First of all, work out your budget, work out what you want to use it for, and then you can purchase a camera that allows you to do what you want to do. There is no easy answer to what sort of camera should I buy. Next week I'm going to look at the basics of shooting a good picture. So I'm probably going to miss the whole, you know, I could dive into exposure and lighting and all those types of things. But I think for most people, if it's just a passing interest in photography and you just want to have a basic understanding of how to get a better picture, then me talking about exposure and lighting are probably just going to be a little bit boring for you. So I'm just going to go into themes, subjects, framing. That's probably the next step. See you next time. It's a cracking day here on the Gold Coast, so I'm off to play golf. It's one of those things we used to play quite often, Ed, Ian, Damo and myself, but life, kids, all that. G'day guys, how you going? Get in the way. So, but we've got a day today, so it's going to be good. Looking forward to that. Trying to find the boys now, and I don't know, they said they're inside, but I was just inside and they weren't there.
There's the driving range. If you look at the clubhouse from the main road, there's a driving range to the left. We're over there. I wouldn't. It's a fair walk.
Ian's graced our presence. Remember Ian, greatest lawyer in the whole world?
Absolutely.
We interviewed him, was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
At McLaughlin's party?
Soon to be the greatest golfer.
Soon to be the greatest golfer. Now, already the guy's given us tips, which is very, very cool. So, well worth the effort. And it was good.
Yeah, it was great.
Excellent. I'll update you through in the day. Look at these blokes.
Congratulations.
Right, here with Ian Kennedy, and bloody hell, we're all going to be on the circuit next week. We're hitting the ball so sweetly.
Yeah, got to drive a long way to get to the balls.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, nice.
I'll only show that one. All right, well, the day's nearly done. Awesome lesson. Grant was very, very cool. Hit some pretty nice shots, actually. So as you can see, Emerald Lakes, pretty nice golf course. You can see it here behind me. Ian and I have just had a beer, solved some world's problems. Now got to go. I've got to get Casey from kindy. I think Cody and Yuko have gone to karate. So that's it. So. Got Casey. How are you, buddy?
Good,
How was kindy?
good.
Yeah, what did you do today?
Running, go sand.
Running, go in the sand. Cool. Good day?
Yeah.
Excellent. Cracking day today. It's nearly done. Had dinner. Kids have got to be showered and jammies, all that stuff, all that nighttime guff you got to do. Then that's it. Got to do the vlog. See you tomorrow. Friday is a wedding. Got a wedding on Friday, which is an unusual day to have a wedding, but it's going to be cool. Looking forward to that. Sanctuary Cove, I think it is. So that's going to be very cool. A whole suit and tie and all that sort of stuff. I don't normally do that, but it's going to be good. Looking forward to that. So, see you tomorrow.